everyone, it's Sharonda from Pay Your Weights, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Kissing Booth 3, which is currently streaming on Netflix. This film is directed by Vince Marcello. It stars Joey King, Joel Courtney, Jacob Elordi. As you know what, it's the summer before college. Elle has to make a decision. Y'all spent a whole second movie leading up to this decision, to not make the decision, to go to a third movie to make the decision. So sis, who you rolling with? You rolling with your best friend to college, or you rolling with your man to college? I need to know. But for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came. I hope you stay. I tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and is it worth your time or not watching The Kissing Booth 3 on Netflix, where it's currently streaming? So, going into what I liked about The Kissing Booth 3, I want to say that I really love how these films really celebrate the inner child within us. We really get to see this a lot between Elle and Lee's relationship as friends, that it's okay to just have fun. It's okay to feel like a kid again. And I really love, even through the corny comedy that you see in these films, I just love that it just makes you happy and it makes you just want to be childlike again. Sometimes we need to just, it's okay to adult y'all, but I think we need moments when we need to take a break from adulting and just, how would a child, I want to be stress-free like a child. That's what I want in my life. And I really love the chemistry that Joey and Joel have in their friendship, because it really makes me happy to just watch them have the time of their lives. And as they embark on this journey as the last summer together, before Elle has to make this important decision, I really like the themes of it, especially delving into how sometimes people are only meant to be in your life for a season, how, you know, lifelong friendships, like, they go through rocky patches. And we actually get to see a little bit of selfishness from Lee in this installment of The Kissing Booth, but I like that they show that friendships are not going to be happy-go-lucky every single day. You're going to go through rough times, and sometimes you have to grow apart in order for you guys to come back together. But I think the most important thing that I loved in this film was really understanding what it means to put yourself first, and that it's okay to put yourself first. I think for the previous two films, we see Elle really like almost kill herself trying to make everybody else in her life happy. And we really get to see that come to a boiling point in this third film, as she's stressed out trying to please all of the different people in her life that she loves and cares about. But we see her really being forced to like make a decision, like, do I do what's best to make the other people in my life happy, or do I do what's actually best for me? And I think this is something that we need to see more in YA films, especially with our female characters, just making sure that they're taking the time for themselves. So I'm happy that those are some of the themes that they explore in this. But also, too, let's be honest. You know what I'm looking for in a YA film? I'm looking for drama. I'm looking for subtle entanglements, okay? Just dramatic. Everything is life or death when you're in high school. They're in high school going to college. And this is the same as all of the previous films. Elle gets caught up in her love life. Then she gets caught up in her friendship life. And it's just a lot happening. But I love watching all of this drama unfold. I'm here for it. They bring back some of the other characters, Marco and Chloe. Marco causes a little bit of drama that I was here to see, but I didn't want to see my man Marco go out like that. I'll talk a little bit about that when we get into some of the issues that I did have with the film. But most importantly, I like that we get to see the pressures of actually growing up. Adulting is hard. I know we tried to rush the process when you're in grade school and when you're in high school, like, oh, I can't wait to be an adult. But it starts like when you graduate high school, it's like stuff actually starts to get real. And I'm happy that they were more honest about that in this film, especially as we see what Elle is going through. But also, too, I love that they actually pointed out how privileged Noah and Lee is. When you watch it, you'll see it. It's nothing like, it's not like, oh my God, this is super woke. But I do like that they like address how privileged they are, because I don't think that's something they ever address. Elson up here slaving away while they just chilling at a beach house. I was a little confused. Like, if y'all got money, y'all don't want to give my friend no money. Like, you see her working on these jobs, y'all not gonna do nothing. Let me calm down, because I'm getting mad all over again just thinking about that, because it really made me mad. But you know, what everyone wants to know, is this a satisfying conclusion to the previous two films? I think it is. You get to see a lot of growth in the characters. Yeah, do they make selfish mistakes? Yes, but what, were you not making selfish mistakes or crazy mistakes when you were a teenager? I think it's realistic to what people at that age, what we all were going through. We were making dumb decisions. Everything was life or death. But I did feel like it felt as though there was a satisfying conclusion, but you could also see the growth with all of the characters in the film. Now, if I had anything that I didn't like about this film, I do feel like some of the characters are underutilized, especially Rachel, Marco, and Chloe. While Marco has a little bit more to do than everyone else, it kind of just felt like they brought them back just to be like, ooh, Noah and Elle are kind of happy, but ooh, they're kind of having problems. I know what to do. Let's bring back Marco and Chloe and do nothing with them. They did a little bit more with Marco, but he just felt so out of character from what we actually saw from him in the second film that I kind of didn't like Marco. I was like, bruh, first of all, you let this girl play you like that, and then you gonna come back in this third film acting a fool? I was highly confused about it, and while I love the relationship that Chloe and Elle actually have in this movie, I felt like they kind of took a cheap way out to like find an excuse to bring her back into their lives without really doing anything with her. And Rachel, the biggest travesty of them all, I don't know what they were thinking with her character, but I was just like, y'all had this make sense for me. Like, y'all did all of this the first half of the movie to then do this random thing towards the third act. I have to be really vague about it. You'll know what I'm talking about when you actually watch the film. But yeah, it was just some issues for me. And then at times it felt like the movie felt a little bit longer in the middle of it. It just felt like there was just so much happening to the point where it was almost being drawn out. But overall, I still had a good time watching The Kissing Booth 3. Like I said, y'all, I'm just a sucker for just wanting to have fun. I got to go to therapy with all these things, reminding me on how difficult it was transitioning from actually being a teenager to actually being an adult once you graduated high school. I think they did a very great job with that, showcasing the pressures that teenagers face, especially going into adulthood. But most of all, it was a satisfying conclusion, y'all. We've been in this deep for 2 films prior. Like, I felt like it wrapped it up in a neat bow. I really liked the ending. I felt like the ending was realistic. It made sense. And I feel like everyone will be like, you know what? I'm happy I invested these years of my life into these films. Now, for the people who already don't like Kissing Booth, don't be coming in my comments because y'all know y'all just love to hate this series. But for the people like me who just love watching YA romance, it's the closest thing I'll ever have to having a man right now. I had a good time. So what I would tell you to do with you and your time with The Kissing Booth 3, if you like the first 2 Kissing Booths, you're gonna like this movie too. You watch the first 2, just go ahead and watch the last one. What else you gotta do? We stuck in that house. So I will tell you guys that it's definitely worth watching. I had a really great time watching it, and I got my life. Period. So those are my thoughts on The Kissing Booth 3. As always, my name is Sharana from Para Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again, bye.